Hey guys, welcome back to A Tarot Tale. I hope you're doing really well as always. Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. This is going to be another general reading today because as I've said previously in other videos, I do believe that the people who do watch this, there will be a message for you. The whole thing may not resonate, although it may, but I feel there will be an important message for you if you have clicked on the video and decided to watch it. This is going to be a twin flame specific reading. So this is going to be a divine masculine reading, how the divine masculine is feeling about the divine feminine. The person watching this video, probably you're going to be the person that is known as the chaser, not the runner. So again, take that as it resonates. I just felt like seeing what came through today. So let's get started. How is divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine? Let's see the collective that I'm channeling for today to get some important messages for you. Wow. So straight off the bat, we've got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So straight off the bat, how they're feeling about you is they want to reconcile with you. So someone from the past is returning to your life. They're deciding to return to your life. They're thinking about returning to your life. They want to return to your life. Thinking about reconciling with you is very much something that is on their mind. I feel like it's something that they're very much dreaming about. It's something that they've been thinking about for quite a while. Like it's something that weighs sort of on them heavily. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like they have like turned their back on you, but it's like recently either something you're doing or something that they're going through has been making them want to turn back towards you. I feel like it's almost like they're hoping that you'll still surrender to this connection. They're hoping that you'll be open to the reconciliation. So that's a great start. How else are they feeling? We've got here, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Wow. So they're feeling like they need to release somebody, either an ex that's connected to them, somebody potentially, you know, that they are currently dating, like a karmic. And I feel like this picture is really depicting someone who is really sort of like fed up with a situation. It's been sort of causing them a lot of stress. So I feel like whether this ex is somebody that's just connected to their energy, if they're single, or whether they're with somebody and that's, you know, a quote karmic, then they're finding the current energy with that person that they're with to be quite stressful. They're finding it more burdensome than not, and they're feeling a pull to go in another direction from the universe. It's like when you sort of just reach a point where, you know, it's sort of just like the saying, you know, flogging a dead horse. Maybe they try to fix their issues. Maybe they've spoken about things. Maybe there's always that unfinished business. They always keep hanging on to that particular person, but it just all comes to a head where it's like, it's just too much. It can't work with this person. I can't keep, you know, holding on to their energy. So I feel like they definitely want to, you know, release somebody that's just causing them a lot of stress at this time. How else are they feeling about you? Wow, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I also feel like for some it could be that they have released you. You were the ex, and obviously now it's they want to reconcile. We've got here worth waiting for. So divine timing is existing in your connection. So even if you feel like nothing is happening, it definitely is. Even if you don't see anything physically happening in your physical world, notice things that you simply feel, because they are also very important. Notice things that you think, signs that you're getting. You know, trust them if the guidance isn't very obsessive, if it's just, you know, loving. If it's like, oh, I need this person, I want them to come back. It's that desperate fear-based energy. That's not what I'm referring to. I mean, if you're just going about your life, you know, you're enjoying it, you're focusing on your own things, and you just start thinking about them more, or you just get this feeling or inkling, oh, I feel like this person might call me, you know, cool. Like, it's like just this casual, you know, nonchalant sort of feeling that you get. If they're the sort of feelings that you're getting and they're, you know, loving, they're just like gentle messages, then I feel they're important to pay attention to. So at the moment, your divine masculine is feeling like you are worth waiting for. It's been worth the wait. It's been worth, you know, whatever you've gone through, whatever separation has conspired between the two of you. They feel that, you know, being with you is worth it. So great messages coming through so far. Let's see, how else are they feeling about the feminine? How are they feeling? I also feel like with like all of the angel wings in these pictures, that they see you as somebody that's like an angel, very angelic. They see this as a very strong, you know, higher level soul connection. Yeah, exactly. Divine feminine. They see you as very angelic. They see you as very, you know, feminine. They see you definitely as their person, the person they're supposed to be with. They see you in that, you know, receptive, loving, you know, graceful, nurturing sort of energy. They definitely see you as somebody that's very beautiful. And I feel like I'm getting with the divine feminine's back being turned in this picture, that, like I said in the beginning, they're hoping that your back isn't going to be turned on them. They're hoping that sort of, you know, after all this time and the things that you've been through, they're hoping that you are still going to want to face them and face this whole thing, that you're still going to be able to see them. You're going to see them in the same way that you always have. So they definitely want to communicate. They're thinking about the reconciliation. How else are they feeling about the feminine? Family. So for some, I'm getting they could be feeling like, if this resonates, if you've already got a family, you're already with somebody, family could definitely be something that's in the way. Maybe that's why the reconciliation card is sort of there. Maybe they sort of released you. They feel like it's worth waiting for. If it was meant to be, you know, it would happen. Maybe they felt like when you know, you're not with your current partner, or they're not with their current partner, then, you know, things would naturally fall into place. I'm also getting for others, it's just they see you as family. They see you as family. They want to start a family with you. Yeah, like they want to have kids with you. I feel like it's just, there's a lot of challenges and things that they go through in their own life that make them want to talk to you. Like, even if they have their own family and there's things they're going through, struggles they're going through, or even if it's just the joys of having kids, it's making them think about you and what it would be like having a family and, you know, kids with you. I feel like when big things happen, they definitely want to tell you. So we do have abandoned. So maybe for some, it's like maybe you weren't talking, there was some kind of separation, and then maybe you did get into contact somehow, and then maybe, you know, in the end you were the one that sort of cut them off, because how they're feeling about you currently, there is some energy of abandonment, which is what I was getting, that they're scared your back's going to be turned. So it's like you're going to have shut the door on, you know, the connection. Like they almost don't know if you would want to reconcile. So they feel an element of abandonment. It could be just they feel really bad for abandoning you. They know that they left you feeling alone possibly, and not knowing if you not knowing like if they even cared about you or not. But for others, I'm getting it's like they feel this abandonment energy. They're starting to feel that cold. They're starting to feel that it's like they see you in your true light. They see you how you truly are, and the connection that you have, it's becoming very evident to them now for whatever reason. For some of them, maybe if they're not with their current, say, partner, for example, or they're with a karmic and they broke up, now they're alone and they have time to sort of think about, themselves, think about their past, maybe their love life, and just things moving forward. Maybe that's making them think more about you. Maybe they feel abandoned because they're more in, they're feeling that sting of actually being alone, and then they're thinking about who they would want to spend their time with, and it's making them think of you. I'm going to see what other decks I want to use. I haven't used this deck for a little while. Let's see how else the masculine is feeling towards the feminine at this time. Regeneration goes hand in hand with reconciliation. So they want this connection to rise up from the ashes. It's like, here's the ashes at the bottom, and then here you can see this tree. It's come up out of the roots. It's got some leaves on it. It's like they can imagine and dream about this connection blooming. It's like they can see where this connection could go. They're wanting it to come from the ashes, and they're wanting it to regenerate. They're wanting to start over. I feel like they're wanting to leave the sort of old stuff behind, the stuff that wasn't working, and really sort of focus on what they do see. But I'm getting they know that, like flowers that need to be watered and have attention, they know that they have to nurture and nourish this connection in a way that they didn't either the first time you were with them, or they just haven't been doing it. Even if you haven't been in a relationship with them, they know that more effort has to be put in. Like I said, like watering, trees, watering a flower. They know energy and effort and nourishment needs to actually be put into this situation, for it actually to work. It's like they can see, I feel like, what they actually need to do and possibly why it hasn't worked the first time. And I just noticed this at the bottom of the deck, which I don't always look at the bottom of the deck. I just decided to look. We've got go the distance. So I feel like, yeah, they can see the two of you working, being successful. They can see the two of you going the distance and, having something really good. Flexible. So they know that they need to be more flexible, perhaps. Maybe they've been really rigid, very stuck in their ways. Maybe it was sort of their way or the highway, or they were a little bit judgmental or sort of stubborn, and they know that for this connection to work, that you're going to have to meet each other halfway. So I'm also seeing it too that they're hoping that you will be flexible, that you will be open. I'm just hearing that. They hope you will be open. It's like an open book. It's like a book that you've read and closed and you don't want to read it ever again. They're hoping that you will open this book again, that you still want this story to continue. They're hoping that you'll be open at least to listening to them when they potentially, do come forward, and initiate this, reconciliation. And see how else they're feeling about the feminine. Again, go the distance. Crazy. So I saw that before on the bottom of the deck, so that's awesome that, I saw that and it wanted to pop out. So they're feeling like the two of you can go the distance, and maybe they didn't feel that in the beginning. Maybe they didn't really believe that, and it's like now they're finally starting to believe that. On the bottom of the deck now, we've got co-create. So they're wanting to co-create something with you. They're wanting to listen to, their intuition, messages they're getting from the universe. I feel like I said, that many of them, obviously this is a general reading, but many of them I feel like are single, and that's making them, think about all of these things. Maybe it's like they weren't in their intuition before when they weren't alone. If you're with someone else, you're always doing things, you're busy, you're not sort of quietening your mind. They were ignoring their intuition. Maybe they got these signs and they thought, oh, I'm with someone else, I can't listen to this right now. Perhaps, they're just, a lot of masculines and even feminine sometimes as well, but I feel like mostly with masculine, it can be hard to really get in that receptive mode, to listen to the answers that you're receiving, to really get into your intuition, to feel your own emotions. So I'm feeling they're getting a lot more, they're hearing the feedback that they've always been getting, and they're realizing what they need to do and things that they need to change so that you can go the distance. It's like they realize that whether the two of you go the distance or not can be heavily influenced by them, and it doesn't have to be this thing that is just, it's doomed, like no matter what we do. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say about how they're feeling about you. Strength. So they're trying to be compassionate. They're trying to be strong at this particular time. I feel like they're trying to tame sort of their negative emotions, maybe their ego. They're trying to stay in a good, strong place so they feel that they can come forward to initiate the reconciliation. Like, I feel like they're trying to really get the courage to use that inner strength to, muster up the courage to actually come forward. They're trying not to lose that. They're trying to keep the momentum going. So how are they feeling about the feminine? Queen of Swords. So they may feel like you've been a bit cold towards them, or they fear you're going to be cold towards them. They feel like maybe, they were really logical in the past and you were more in your emotions, and maybe now you are going to be really logical and you're sort of just going to hold your sword up and sort of cut through the crap and maybe see the things that they have to say as crap, maybe not want to listen to what they have to say. They think maybe you're going to have more of a firm, sort of hard, logical approach. Maybe they feel like you were more nurturing and loving towards them, but with everything that sort of happened, maybe if they didn't give this connection what it needed or what it deserves, that they know it's sort of hardened you in a way, at least your outer shell is sort of hardened. So they feel like they need a bit of courage because they don't know what to expect when they come forward. They don't know if it's going to be really cutthroat, if it's going to be an argument. And I feel like with the release the X card, it's like they don't want any more drama. They don't want any more sort of arguing. It's just they want things to be really free flowing, and they just want, honestly, things to work out for the best case scenario. So the Page of Cups. So yeah, they want to come forward. They want to offer you some kind of love. I do see the Page of Cups as a messenger who is offering something of emotional value. So to me, this can be an apology. This can be an I miss you. It can even be like a realization. It's a realization about your emotions. It's just something they've figured out about the way that they feel, and they want to express that, but they want to still sort of stay light about it. Like, they want to be in their emotions and be real and have have honest communication. But I still feel like maybe they don't want it to be sort of super deep. Like, they may just be really to the point and tell you something like, hey, I'm really sorry, but they don't want to talk, they may not want to talk for like 5 hours about every single thing that, potentially went wrong in the connection. And I don't know if that bothers, some people, but that's just what I'm getting. I'm going to see with the twin flame shadows what's like a shadow aspect that they may be struggling with sort of at this particular time that may be influencing them coming forward. I still feel like they're going to at some point. So excuses. So again, like I was saying, I feel like they want to keep what they want to express quite simple. They may not want to go into too much detail. And I feel like if you do sort of, push it and want to talk about things that have happened in the past and have a really deep, long conversation about, the nitty gritty and everything that happened, they may start to come out with some excuses. They may start to get a bit defensive. I feel like they're still working up to being in their emotions for a long period of time. I feel like it's not a place that they can really live in, which I'm not saying people should live in their emotions 24/7, but excuses is definitely something they struggle with because they do sort of get defensive. So, if you say to them, why did you stop calling me? I made all the effort. They may start to make up sort of excuses, but I feel they're ready to take accountability to the point where they're ready to at least probably apologize. But I feel it's not like they want to be fully let off the hook, but if they apologize and they own it and they're like, yeah, I'm really sorry, I know I did this, this, and this, and then you want to sort of keep going on about it for like, an hour later, they'll start to sort of get defensive because it's taken a lot for them to be accountable, if that makes sense. So I'll get one more shadow aspect, something that they're struggling with or may affect them coming forward. So they may have issues apologizing. And what else is being misguided? So having trouble seeing the light, having trouble being tapped into their intuition. It's just they feel that maybe they don't know the right way to go, the right approach, exactly the right things to say. They're just not quite sure. They feel a bit misguided based on how their life has turned out. They know that obviously they have played a part in it and it takes two to tango, and they know things. I feel like if they're wanting to reconcile, it's like they don't maybe feel things have gone that things have gone the right way, or they don't want to keep them going the current way. They want to reconcile, they want to change something. So in a way, it's sort of like you're feeling like you're on the wrong side of the tracks and you're trying to get on the right side. It's like that you've sort of gone the wrong way about something. That's definitely what I'm getting. So I'm going to I'll use my Twin Flame Messages, Volume 1 and 2, and the Hidden Truth Oracle to get some messages just to close up the reading. So all in all, this person I feel is going to reconcile with you. It's something they're thinking about. It's something that for many of you I feel like is on the rise. But again, this is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. If some of you do get contact or at least an apology, please let me know. It's just interesting to, see when it actually readings do resonate with people and do happen. So this is a message from your person, what they want to say. Wow, we've got here, I still love you. So even if you feel like this person doesn't love you, they really do. They want you to know that. It could even be something they've figured out now that they're single on their own. They know things haven't worked out, in the best way. They haven't been happy. And they've sort of thought about the connection with you, the way that they see you. And, I feel like they've come to that realization that they do still love you. And I feel like, sadly, they weren't tapped into this intuition before. They may have known there was something there, but they might not have known to the level that it was. Like, they may not have thought, wow, like, I'm in love with this person. Let's get another message for what the masculine wants to say to the feminine. Going to get 2 more messages. Wow, so we've got here, I will come back for you. So definitely a few confirmations here. So with reconciliation, regeneration, and I will come back for you. They're all energies of wanting to reconcile, a new beginning, fresh energy, coming back, redoing this again, doing this right, starting over. Either going back to sort of the beginning of the story or just continuing the story, continuing your journey, where you're at now. They feel, that they love you, and that love is obviously strong enough that they want to come back. They've got that strong urge, that strong feeling, that desire. What's one more message with the hidden truth? What's the truth that they want you to know at this particular time? What truth does the divine masculine have for the feminine in this particular collective who is watching today? I remember every detail of that day. So I feel like they could be remembering every detail of the day that they met you, That's more so what I'm getting. I don't feel like it's, you know, the last day that they saw you or anything. I honestly feel like the majority of you, probably all, that they remember every detail of the day that they met you or the day that they first started speaking to you, when you had really great conversations. Things just flowed, things just clicked. And it's like, you know, they're sort of going down memory lane. It's like thinking about all the good times, having a good focus on this connection has made them want to reconcile, because they're remembering, I feel like, all of these things. Maybe there was a time where they didn't sort of feel abandoned. Maybe it was easy for them to not be close to you or not have you in their life. But based on all these cards, it's clear that, you know, it's bothering them. They feel that the strong love is there. They're really reminiscing. They want to come back. They're thinking about it strongly. There's a lot of confirmation and there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of things that are standing out in their mind about you when they're thinking about you. And it's leading them to think about, I'm just getting, you know, like a book. They're thinking about this story and they're just thinking, you know, it's not over. They think about, you know, how things were in the beginning and the little details about you, and they think, you know, this can't possibly be the end. And I'm feeling drawn to draw a card from this deck as well. So we'll get one more message. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So yeah, I can't possibly get any more confirmation than that. It's saying blessings are soon to come your way in general, and you know, especially in regards to this person and this connection. So let me know if it resonates with you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.